Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. Sadly, Giovanni Pelletier was found deceased on Friday. He was identified on Saturday. That's when the announcement came out. Obviously, this is not the news that any of us were hoping for. Most of all, obviously, his family, and in my heart and prayers go out to them. And I know this has got to be the worst time for them right now. So hopefully everyone can just put them in their prayers right now. They definitely need it. The medical examiner apparently has yet to make a positive ID of the body found of Giovanni. Apparently he was located in Manatee County. And he was located by his family. And I will get more into that a bit momentarily. They're stating, the medical examiner, the District 12 ME's office, is stating that they need further forensic testing because the body's in an advanced state of decomposition. Now, that's a little surprising to me. Granted, he was in a retention pond for just over a week in Florida, in the rough summer heat and humidity conditions. But I don't know, just the fact that he's in an advanced state of decomposition, this basically within a week of his disappearance. I'm not a expert, but I don't know, I'm a little surprised by that. Detectives actually made the preliminary determination that it was Giovanni Pelletier. I'm sure the family did as well. They're stating that they have confirmed this is Giovanni. Morgan Hull, his cousin, ended up telling Fox 35 News that the body found was indeed of her cousin. The medical examiner is stating that there's no foul play that they found during the autopsy. No foul play. I don't buy that for a hot second. This entire disappearance, his last text to his mom, very, very suspicious. And those four cousins, okay, I hope that detectives, investigators are nailing them in questioning. Of course, I'm sure at this point they've lawyered up, but if you happen to have any information, and I'll put this also in the information of the video, they're asking that you contact the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office at 941-639-2101. So I guess, and I'm curious why they're taking the tips, but it may end up going over to Manatee County. But either way, the tips will get to law enforcement. Giovanni had come down here, from North Carolina to visit relatives in Florida. Okay? He allegedly got into a vehicle with a cousin from his biological father's side of the family, along with two of the cousin's friends. So there was apparently one cousin and two cousins' friends. And he didn't know this family very well. He had only spoken to one cousin on the phone before, and relatives are stating that they never met in person. So obviously there wasn't any kind of hey, we're loyal to him or anything. So I think the fact that the cousin and the friends did jack to find help find him, that's telling as well. He apparently reconnected with his biological father's side of the family, and then he asked, they made plans for him to see additional family over in Brevard County. And it was during that 25-minute car ride that he sent that "help me" text to his mama. He also sent similar message to other family members. These individuals in the car told deputies, Brevard County deputies, that Giovanni was acting erratically before exiting the vehicle and walking away near State Road 70 in Manatee County, which to me is very suspicious. I'm not buying that for a hot second. And his phone and backpack were the only things found before they found him on Friday in the retention pond. They did not find him initially because he was further down and the water receded enough for them to be able to locate Giovanni. So again, this is horrific, and my heart goes out to this family, and I always hope for the best in these cases, but we all know, when we start hearing the initial portions of what the last people who saw a missing person is, that's really telling. I did want to go through a couple of the posts that his mom posted, and I feel her pain very, very much right now. This is his mama's Facebook here. She had posted, this was actually posted yesterday, so this was Saturday. And there's a really beautiful picture of Giovanni with his mom. She stated, "My son was recently found after a desperate search by our family alone." And she puts that in caps, very important. "And we are all still facing an active investigation into his death. I am living every parent's worst nightmare, trying to find the strength to give him the goodbye he deserves. We ask that you please respect our privacy at this time as we try to navigate this for his 4 younger siblings." And that breaks my heart even more. Giovanni was 18, and then he's got 4 younger siblings. So this is him with his mama. Beautiful, beautiful picture of them. And then the other post that she posted more recently was this one here. It's about 11 hours ago. "The police didn't find my baby. The investigators didn't find my baby. The dogs didn't. The helicopters didn't. Stop spreading lies. You have no idea. We found my baby and I will never ever be the same." Broken heart emoji. Again, my heart breaks for her, the pain that she's going through. And it's disappointing that law enforcement didn't do more. And sadly, we do see that as well. As horrible as it is to say, if he was younger, if he wasn't 18, would law enforcement have done more? I think so. But when it comes to adults, I've seen in other cases that these parents have to do a lot on their own. And that doesn't mean that the parents of children don't have to do a lot, on their own. But missing adults, they don't always get a lot of help in a search. And I'm sure she's really, really pissed at law enforcement for that. And again, I don't blame her, but that is a reality, unfortunately, when it comes to missing people. But of course, he wasn't a missing person to Bridget. She was missing her son. He was her son. Her son was missing, and it wasn't just some random stranger. And it's very personal for her and her family, and it's in. I don't know these people, and we never do. And I was really hoping and praying that they would find him. That I was hoping maybe he was hiding out somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I had a bad feeling, but I always hope that I'm wrong. In every single case, I always pray that we have a happy ending, a good outcome. But yeah, that just doesn't happen a lot. Those happy endings are few and far between, and that really sucks. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It truly does suck. So I will be keeping an eye on this case, guys. At this point, it's turning into justice for Giovanni. Okay? I personally believe that there's foul play. I do. The whole story, and I say that in quotes, okay, that the cousin and his friends are telling, I ain't buying it. And I know a lot of you guys aren't either, from the comments in my other video. I know you're not buying it either. So I will continue to follow this one, and I know this is the worst time again for this family, but my heart goes out to them, and I will continue to pray for them. And I don't know what we can do for them, but I guess all we can do is pray and put the word out to get this information, because somebody knows. And yeah, those cousins and their friends know, but did they talk to anybody else, or was there others involved? You never know. So again, someone needs to talk, because this 18-year-old, he didn't just die of natural causes or anything of the sort. Definitely foul play. It happened here. And his young life, he shouldn't have come down for vacation to meet a side of his family he was just hoping to reconnect with, and then be put in danger, and ultimately lose his life, and his family lose their loved one. This should have never happened. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and most of all, stay safe.